I can't see myself not building a business. It's as if you took Alicia Keys' voice away from her. If I can't build a business and see a business grow and individuals grow on a team and we're building, we're solving problems and crises and investors and board meetings and numbers and data and trends and charts and challenges and failures and enemies and all, if I don't see that, like I got to wake up going after that. But that's me. Yeah. That doesn't have to be everybody.
And why do you think that is? Why do you think that you have to be doing that? Is it DNA? Is it culture? What made you that way, do you think?
I don't know if it's DNA or not, because if I go back and I look at myself, never in my life, here's one thing that most people don't realize. I'm 6'4", I'm 235, I used to be a bodybuilder, I'm pretty athletic, but I've never played organized sports in my life. I don't think people realize this. Like, I don't have a single I've never played high school baseball. I was a great hitter, but I never played high school baseball. I never played basketball. I never played organized football. I've never been part of an organized sports team. So I don't have a part, like if somebody were to go investigate my 50 friends, teachers, people that I hung out with in high school and say, who is Patrick Bet-David? Nobody would tell you this guy's going to amount to anything in his life. Nobody would tell you. No one. My counselor, Miss K, said, I feel sorry for your parents.
She said this to you?
She said this to me because my dad had heart attacks. I don't blame him. I would also be having heart attacks if I had a kid like you. There was nothing that somebody would say, this guy's going places. So a teacher named Miss Sinclair believed in me, and she was a major in the U.S. Army. And I said, you're in the Army? Yes. Then I went and sat down with a guy named Jesus Guerra, a recruiter, which I'd love to one day find you, Jesus, wherever you are right now. Jesus, you should probably be today around 50 years old. If anybody knows Jesus Guerra from the Glendale recruiting station, reach out to me. I'd love to speak to you. So Jesus Guerra recruits me at 14, 15 years old, but I don't get recruited until 18 years old. I went and joined the Army. I was 3 years in the Army at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, 101st Airborne, and I was getting ready to re-enlist, go to 18K, 18 Delta, Sears program, go to Vicenza, Italy, you know, do a DLI in Monterey, California, because I spoke 4 or 5 languages, and I was going to go be part of 5th group, and then I was going to do all this other stuff. And then a friend calls and says, you ought to come out. Why? Pat, I don't know if you know or not. I always looked at you as a Middle Eastern Will Smith. Middle Eastern Will Smith. Yeah, because you would make us laugh, and you would tell stories, and you were entertaining, and you were, you know, people liked you, and you had this. I'm like, I've never heard anybody tell me that before. No, of course, that's how we view you. You got to come out. It's cool. One guy believes. I get out. I accidentally meet a girl at Venice Beach named Jean-Vier, who works at Morgan Stanley Dean Widow. We start dating. She picks me up in nice bars, nice cars. We'd go to Dublin's, Hollywood. We'd go out. We'd have a great time. And I'd say, how do you make your money? I'm in financial services. Where do you work at? Morgan Stanley Dean Widow. How do I work there? You need a 4-year degree. I'm not going back to college. They want to hire you. So finally, I got my job there. By the way, I sent out my resume with a cover letter. I put a joke. I said, if this joke makes you laugh, call me. That's exactly how my clients are going to feel when they do business with me. So I sent it to 100 different financial services. 30 of them called me back. They laughed. They said, very funny approach. 15 gave me an interview. 3 gave me an offer. Day before 9/11. Today's 9/12. Day before 9/11, I got into the financial industry, 01. And then I got into it. Then I liked it. Then there was an itch. Then I said, I like this. Then I saw the impact. Then capitalism got into my heart. Then I realized what entrepreneurship could do for every single human being around the world. Around the world, we need to create, we need to be part of a community, and we need to own. When you own something, you have ownership, you have a sense of ownership, you're part of a community, we're trying to create, we're trying to solve issues. Those things collectively together, I said, I want to spread this message for the rest of my life. So now it has become part of my DNA. I can't tell you if it was back in the days, but today, it's my air. I got to build a business.
Something created the itch, though, right? Like you got a taste of blood, so to speak, when you started seeing. What was it? Was it the money at first? Was it just money's easy
to make. This is America. Listen, money's the easiest thing you'll ever make.
Yeah.
You want to be a millionaire? Very easy to do in America. Very easy. If you don't make millions in America, you simply are not following a basic formula. It's not a complicated formula. It doesn't take genius to be a millionaire in America. It's very easy to be a millionaire in America. Unfortunately, we have way too many distractions today that get us away from what we could do to increase our wealth. So money, easy to make. Once you make it, like I've had the Ferrari, I had the Lambo, I had the i8, I have the Rolls-Royce Dawn. I had them all at the same time. I live in a 15,000 square foot house. I travel all over the place, private jet, parties with Prince, you know, political billionaires, all this other stuff. That's great. That is fully great. You won't necessarily see me on social media with every circle of social media influencers. A lot of people will say, Pat, how come you're not in it all the time? One, because I run a business every day.
Yeah.
I actually like this. Like, this is an itch for me. I love doing this. There's some special that happens when you see something go from really small to big, and you see the impact and the level of confidence in people that at one point didn't really believe in themselves. They see that. That impact alone is what keeps bringing you back. Why is Popovich still coaching at 60-something years old? Why does a 70-year-old Pete Carroll still want to coach? What is wrong with you? You're already super wealthy. You're not coming back for another $7.5 million paycheck. You got grandkids, go home. The itch.
Yeah.
And very few people get into the business world for the wrong reasons. And I'll tell you what it is. And this is one of the things I have a problem with sometimes, but it is a choice. It's this whole idea of, man, you know, I just want to be a millionaire. I want to be by the beach, and I want to have a computer or a laptop, and I just want to travel. And that's me. That's what I want to do. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
I can't be on a vacation more than 3 days because I feel like I'm wasting my abilities. I do need the rest. I do need the relaxation with the spa and the massage, but I want to be in the game building something. But that's my wiring. Doesn't have to be everybody.